Good morning, good morning, good morning, YouTube family. It is Coach Erica Janelle coming before you this Monday morning. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I'm still quite hoarse, working through this allergy season, but wanted to come before you guys and share something that I was working on in my meditation this morning, in my time of just, in the scriptures and prayer this morning. And that would be understanding the value of love and what love truly means and what it does not mean. Sorry about that camera shake. So one of the things that I've always asked God to help me become was a person that really exudes his love and truly walks in the love of God. Not just loves you when it's easy, not just loves you when it's convenient, not just loves you when you're good to me, but knows how to love you when things are hard and when you haven't done me the right way and when you haven't treated me the way I deserve to be treated, and learning how to be that example in this earth, because I feel like that is one of the missions that we as humans should always strive for, is to be people of love, people of integrity, people of honor, people of, that are trustworthy. And so for me, love is like one of the biggest things, because with all of those other things, they all include or encompass love. So love is encompassed by all those things. And as I was in my prayer time this morning, I like to often, when I read certain scriptures, I like to go through different translations and kind of see how it's broken down in those translations. And one of the translations that I was reading this morning, when I was reading 1 Corinthians 13, which is also known as the love chapter of the Bible, I was listening to, I believe it was the Message translation. And one of the things that really stuck out to me this morning is when it talks about, you're not loving people looking for things to be, for you to be, for something bad to happen to somebody that's did something bad to you. Because we all have had people that have hurt us, that have deceived us, that have done some things intentionally to bother us, to hurt us, to damage us, to bruise us. And love does not rejoice when calamity or tragedy or anything that is not good comes back onto that person. Do we understand that karma is a real thing? Do we understand that seed time and harvest is a real thing? Absolutely. But when you truly, truly are on this journey to learning how to really love people the way that God intended for us to love, you love them even in the midst of their mess ups and their screw ups and their bad things and their bad parts. Doesn't mean you like their actions, doesn't mean you love their actions, but you love the person and you're able to look past some of those things. Now, does that mean that when you love somebody that you have to keep letting them hurt you, that you have to keep letting them abuse you, that you have to keep letting them misuse you, mistreat you? No, that's not what that means. But it is learning how to walk in love. Despite how people treat me, I still want to be that example of love. So at the end of the day, whether we remain friends, whether we remain co-workers, whether we remain lovers, whatever the case may be, I want the love that I've showed you to leave an imprint in your life. And when you go back and you think of what that relationship meant to you or what I meant to you, I want you to remember me as a person of love. And that is the imprint and the impact that I strive to make every day. Not because of anything other than the fact that that's who I want to be. That's who I want to be represented by. That's who I want to, when people think of me, I want them to think of the love that I show. I want them to think of the compassion that I show, the patience, the ability to love you beyond your flaws, the ability to see past your weaknesses and still be able to show you compassion and grace. Because without compassion and grace, none of us would be anything. And so for me, it really resonates, and I'm really, really, really making an intentional, focused effort on becoming that person of love. I'm working on not being quick-tempered. I'm working on being able to see past a person's flaws and not necessarily associate their bad parts with who they are as a person. I'm not going to say you're a bad person because you've lied to me. I'm going to say, yes, that's an area where you still need to develop in integrity, but that doesn't make you as an overall person a bad person. So I'm learning to separate a person's actions from that person. And it doesn't mean that I have to keep these people in my life, because I am the first one to tell you, get rid of an energy vampire as soon as you possibly can. But it's what you resonate within, what you do and decide within yourself, whether or not you allow that person's actions to carry on into your life. And now you then become bitter, or you then become mean or angry or damaged. I'm not going to give another human being that level of control to be able to dictate to me how I'm going to move forward with my life based on the way that they've treated me. My job is to love regardless of how they treat me. My love is to be a person of integrity regardless of whether or not you show me integrity. My job and my position is to be a person that shows compassion even when you don't show me compassion, that shows forgiveness when you don't show me forgiveness, that shows grace when you don't give me grace. So it is something that I am consciously working on. I am not where I need to be, but I'm a work in progress. And we all are going to be working on and toward things for our entire lives as we're going through this journey called life. And as you are growing and as you are maturing and as you are evolving and developing as a human, I encourage you to make this one of your goals as well. We're not going to get it right every time. We are still human beings, flawed. But my goal and my focus is to become the best human being I can possibly be, and to make the greatest impact I can possibly make while I'm here on this earth. So I hope that encourages you guys. I hope that brings some peace and some clarity to you as I'm growing, as I'm learning, as I'm developing. I always want to share those things with you. And I pray that everybody has an amazing week. I'll be seeing you soon. Bye.